Garbage bin. Everyone has them. Some of you use them a lot. Me, example, I do every damn week. I pull them out of the street. But say hypothetically, if your neighbors were doing something stupid, like leave them in front of a driveway, you'd be this lady. I don't know her name, because this was a very recent ordeal. I saw this on TikTok. If it shows, if I put the picture up, I will. But there's a whole dispute because I first saw this on a thing called a current affair. And to everyone out there who isn't really info savvy on Australian news programs, a current affair is fucking the worst. It's very unfaithful. And they are very biased. They show one half instead of the other. And in the current affair one, it shows that this lady with a chainsaw was cutting down a tree, including a chain that was like connecting two bins, like a full-on chain lock, and she tries to cut in a bin, and they're trying to make the woman who's filming a victim. And this is where people click on, like where I clicked on personally, is that they didn't show the other half of the story. Because there is another half of the story. Because while the current affair web TikTok account, including the news programs, don't show the names, I found another one that did. And it's the same people that showed the rope jumping incident that I covered 2 days ago, roughly, or 3 days. And look, I'm just going to say this on the whim. I'll explain it later in a video, that both sides are in the wrong in their own way. And how it starts off is a neighbor named, I don't know, like her name's Joe. That's all I'm going to say. And she's been putting her bins in the neighbor's driveway. And this how the house looks like is that there's one driveway for two houses. Like one house is on one side and the house is like at the end of the driveway by the looks of it. And she's putting them in a spot where it's not bad. It's like not a bad spot, but at the same time, it is very dickish to get through. Like you could scrape the car with it. And throughout the whole time, like I don't know how long this has been going on, she has been writing letters. Like the neighbor who wants her to move the bins, her name's Danielle. She wanted to move the bins. She keeps moving the bins, and she's been writing letters. Like she's writing letters first, then moving the bins, because she hasn't been getting a response from the letters. Like I'll show like the snippets like in between, like this last post I did before redoing it. Because anyway, and what led to this was, again, since she wasn't getting responses to the letters, Danielle just started moving the bins out of the way so she can actually get in the driveway.
A resident named Jo Long keeps her family's bins lined up against the fence line at the end of the driveway, but her neighbour Danielle claims the placement blocks her car's access. After a series of written notes failed to change anything, Danielle began physically moving the bins out of the way. But the dispute reached a bizarre new high when Danielle walked out and found the bins completely chained to trees along the fence line to prevent them from being moved.
Properly. And so the family, Joe and her family, chained the bins up to the tree where it was lined up. And this is where it got, I think this is where it got almost bordering on violent, because Danielle came in with a small Ryobi chainsaw. It's like a small thing you use to like do small branches and that, but it's still do damage. It's a fucking chainsaw. And tried to either take the tree down and try to stop the chain, like I said in the beginning. And like I said before, both of these people are in the wrong in their own way. Because Danielle has a good point. Like, she can't, like, if she's still paying off a car and it gets scraped, it's gonna fuck up the value and it's gonna affect the pay. But at the same time, how she's handling it isn't appropriate. But at the same time, she can't call the cops because it's kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, she could have been a little more verbal with them, that the family that she was talking to and sending letters to probably would have been very stingy. Not like stingy might be the right word, but be very rude. Because I can see both sides of this. And again, this is why, this is my main thing because this is going to be a very short video. Both sides are in the wrong, but if you had to twist my arm a bit, the one who chained the bins up the tree is a little more in the wrong than that side. Because while she shouldn't have put out the chainsaw, they shouldn't have gone to the next level of petty and put them chain the bins in the tree where they could just put it right near their garage doors. They could have just done that like every other family does with those driveways like that, or just put it on a side where, it can't be hit by a car. And that's about it. Sorry. Later.